Today's topic is consumers equilibrium. We already learned what is consumers equilibrium and what are the basic concepts like total utility, average utility, marginal utility, etc. and its schedule. And what's the relationship between total utility and marginal utility. We learned a good law. It's generally applied for all goods and services. That is a law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay. So consumers equilibrium, there are two approaches or theory. One is utility approach. Tell me utility or cardinal approach. Cardinal means utilities are measurable. Second approach is indifference curve analysis or ordinal approach, ordinal utility. That is, cardinal approach is given by Professor Marshall, while indifference curve analysis ordinal utility is given by Hicks and Allen, HICKS. Ordinal utility, that means it's not measurable, but utilities are comparable. Utilities are comparable. With these introductory points, we can move to consumers equilibrium, the first theory, that is utility approach or cardinal approach. It is given by whom? Professor Alfred Marshall. It's a one good model. Utility approach by Professor Marshall is a cardinal one, that is measurable. According to Professor Marshall, consumers equilibrium is that state of consumers demand which the consumer thinks to be the best, which he does not want to alter. According to Professor Marshall, consumers equilibrium is the state of, please note it down, two columns, state of consumers equilibrium is that state of consumers demand which he thinks, who is he here? The consumer, which he thinks, the consumer thinks to be the best, which he does not want to alter. The best, that is maximum satisfaction, he does not want to alter. Spelling ALTER. What's the word meaning alter? Changing. So here does not want to alter, does not want to change. That a consumer reaches the satisfactory highest maximum point, maximum satisfaction, that state of demand, that's the best one and which he does not want to alter. So the law of consumers equilibrium is applicable when marginal utility and price of good will be the same. Already mentioned, marginal utility of a commodity is equal to price of a good, that particular commodity. Yes. Therefore, consumer's equilibrium depends upon his behavior, that is behavior of consumer, and what are the assumptions or conditions of conditions. Next point. So definition we understood, and formula MUX equal to PX, and what are the assumptions or the conditions of Marshallian theory of utility analysis. What are the assumptions? Yes. Every consumer tries to maximize his satisfaction. Every consumer tries to maximize his satisfaction. Please underline maximize. Maximum satisfaction or maximize satisfaction by the consumption of goods and services. Second point is that the level of income in the hands of the consumer remains fixed at a given point of time. Hands of the consumer remains fixed at a given point of time. At a given point of time. So, what are the conditions or assumptions? 2 points are ready. Please note it down in your notebook itself. Third point we already heard, that is, according to Professor Marshall, utilities can be cardinally measurable. Can be cardinal, that is measurable. That's what, when we learned the topic of total utility and marginal utility, it's a units in terms of utils. Utility is measurable in money terms. Measurable in money terms, monetary terms. Fourthly, prices of commodities or a commodity are given and remain constant for the time being. Price of a commodity, of a particular commodity, is given and remains constant for the time being. Yes. So, with these assumptions, we can move to the schedule, empirical hypothetical schedule and diagram. It's a one commodity case, one commodity model. It's derived by Professor Marshall, one commodity only. And it can be applied to many other commodities using the equation MUX equal to price of X, like that, MUY X, Y, Z, like that. Goods also we can apply. So one commodity model, if it is like that, we have to explain, as we already told, what is consumer's equilibrium and schedule. Which schedule we learnt already. That's the first one, that's enough. In your textbook another schedule has been given. Yes, but for the sake of simplicity and memory power, we can take one example itself, then easy to recollect also. Make 3 columns first. Adjacent place we can draw the diagram also. Number of units of bread consumed. Take that example. 1, 2, 3 number of units of bread. The same example that we learnt in the previous class. 5, 6, 7. Yes. Price is given. According to this theory, price is given for a bread packet. Let it be 20 rupees. For the time being, 20 rupees. Price per pack, 20. 20. Please note it down. Yes. What was the marginal utility? Same example, same explanation. Like that, easy to learn then. One bread piece consumed time 50. Then marginal utility is taken, isn't it? Yes. It comes down to 40, 30. This is my simple example to recollect soon. 20, 10, 0 and minus 10. So what's the equilibrium point? What's the equation? Marginal utility of a commodity, let it be bread, is equal to price of the at a particular commodity. So on the basis of this, when we draw the diagram and explain, yes, when first piece of bread is consumed, that time the price is 20 and the utility is 50. So what is higher? Marginal utility. Additional utility is 50 utils. Meanwhile, price is less. So he is ready to consume more and he wants that also. Second piece of bread, price is 20 itself. So it is compared with the price of that particular commodity. And the utility comes down. That is always true. Always applicable. And then also, this is price and this is marginal utility. So price is less and utility is high. Price is 20. Marginal utility comes down to 30. Again, price is less, marginal utility is high. At the fourth unit, we can see the consumer reaches equilibrium. What is the reason? Tell me. Price is equal to 20 and marginal utility is equal to 20. Fourth unit of bread. So that time, price and marginal utility are equal. That's why. So based on this, we can draw the diagram. What are the things to be taken care? OX and OY. Even negative point also we can mark it down. Reason minus 10 is there now. OX, units of bread consumed. What are the two things? Units of bread. And OY, we have two things, MU and price. Price is 20 and given. So we can make 10, 20, 20 here. Yes, price of the commodity is given. So it is parallel to OX axis. It remains constant. Price line is constant. And the marginal utility, in the beginning it was first bread piece sitting time 50, then it's coming down like that, isn't it? Yes. Again it's coming down, marginal utility line. Marginal utility line. 1, 2, 3, 4 coming. It's a same and equilibrium position. This E is the point where we can mark down -10 also, and using scale and equal divisions. Equilibrium is at the point where, tell me, marginality of a commodity is equal to price of the commodity. Like that, diagram, schedule, and its introductory explanation, and we have to conclude by explaining the diagram. Now we have to explain the diagram. How do we explain the diagram? Brief explanation must be done. Below it, what are the things to be taken care? OX represents what? Tell me. OX represents units of good consumed. OY represents what and what? MU and price. And margin utility curve, how is it explained? Price line, how is it? And the point where, tell me the explanation, the point where margin utility curve touches price line, margin utility curve touches price line, that is equilibrium point, that is MUX equal to price of a commodity. So it's derived from the previous one. And in the case of two commodities, we can say the formula, case of two commodities, one good model with a diagram. In case of two commodities, we know that a consumer consumes two goods P X and Y with the given income and prices. Then the consumer will get maximum satisfaction by spending his income in such a way that he gets the same utility from the last rupees spent on each good. This is satisfied when the formula comes MUX of a commodity divided by price of a commodity of X equal to margin utility of Y with reference to the price of Y equal to margin utility of a rupee spent on that good. Like that, how many number of goods are there? We can make the equations X, Y, Z, like that, A, B, C, D, F, G, like that also, two commodities, consumers, equilibrium. Please note it and learn it thoroughly. This is the question, also very important. Without this, question paper will not come to you. So what is assignment? Make a question. Explain briefly utility approach or Marshallian utility analysis. Use diagram and schedule. DIAG is diagram and schedule. Schedule means table. 6 marks essay. So after writing this question, the same answer what we mentioned above. No need of writing again. Write the question and what I have written in the notes when we are learning time itself, that's the answer for that. What's the question? Explain briefly the utility approach or the Marshallian utility analysis. Use diagram and schedule. 6 mark essay, or it can be 4 or 3, 5 also. Okay. Thank you. Take care.